small achievement. You know, even if it happened so many years ago, it is still as relevant as it was then as it is now. Until we can't say independence long ago, you know. It's very, very important to celebrate our independence and to remember what we went through, because we are nothing without our history. It's very important. In I've never been a fan of it. Okay. I always had an issue with it. Say in Korani for long hours, you know, me school me also the academy, for very good reasons, you know. And I thought, say, and I don't really know if these children are well refreshed after. I don't know. Someone talked about Korabi fainting, and so I've never been a fan of it. I was very excited about it. Now she makes a very good point. Say, we have priorities. I mean, spending 15 million cedis on independence celebration is quite a huge amount. But also, we don't know the cost centers. You know, no one has given us the cost centers. So it is not fair to say Sika. We need to know what the cost centers were. Where
because before the tension, I mean, the higher will do. You know, brilliant idea. You know, the Okano. Or the Castle Bay, and I think I'm excited. One of the things Mrs. Takai, it's about redirecting funds. No, what can I say? Infanebeko, you know, and here because Usha, no matter be brave, say the past 8 years, no matter be brave, say so. How are we going to send research and I don't know any team there can say that's what we want to do. No. This can call him for aqua research. You know, I think that's the most important thing. And we'll also can be say, yes, we are cutting down the lights, camera action idea, but we shouldn't forget the essence of our history. You know, I say you find a way of telling the story. My sister Isukai, Ohemaa Mercy, you know, so I think ideally it should be something that will be educative for all of us on that day. So everyone say, if you tune in into any television channel on that day, our history should be playing back and forth. The idea, you know, if they have to buy airtime or partner with other television and radio stations so that we can tell the story. Because here, you know, I think that if they also did it concurrently on every channel, a best send a strong signal. So you ever say 4 o'clock, the whole baby, that's what you see. You know, they should try and do that anyway to send a strong signal to what we do. So for me, I'm all about cutting costs because wastefulness there and bobia actually so much, you know. Apart from we can say about first class travel, appointees our Baah and the code of conduct, you know, I think he's on the right path, you know, and I'm very, very happy say Sanwa started. So it shapes the government, he's very, very humble. So if you are serving under him and you don't have that humility, I don't think you belong in that space at all. So when I was starting, you born by me, born sharing dinner on and any time like a good legacy for himself, his family, and the rest of.
Can I comment on the first class travels? Yeah, because I mean, I've seen all the interviews about, you know, ministers can't travel on first class, appointees can't travel on first class. I was listening to Kofi Adams, the sports minister, and also GFA force it applies to them. The truth of the matter is that it is only Emirates that offers first class service in Ghana. It's only Emirates. So Qatar doesn't do first. It does. They have the Q suite, so it's business.
I think there are 3 airlines in Ghana that does. Let me give you the name.
Okay. So British Airways does not do first class. They do business. premium economy and then economy. KLM has business, then they have the economy. I don't know if they have the premium. Brussels, all the airlines apart from Emirates, on the way first. Whilst I think that it's a great idea to deter our appointees from traveling first class, I think that we have to be sincere. Say, most people at their level travel business class. They travel unless they're traveling on Emirates, maybe for first class. So if you say at best travel business, that is what they've been doing anyway. So you're not cutting cost unless they're traveling on Emirates, which is offering the first class, and you're business class. But if you're on British Airways already, now to business class, offer anyway in the past all the time. It's I was appointees, rather than premium economy. Yeah, because we're cutting costs. No, we're cutting costs.
Premium economy.
Ghana for now. Have you found? I'm still okay.
Consultant that said 3 airlines.
No.
Yeah, so that's
no. Please, premium economy now. No,
the appointees should travel premium economy.
Not the business class.
Not business class.
Okay.
So if you are going on a trip in Europe and you're flying British Airways or KLM or Brussels, and now Air France doesn't come to Ghana anymore, or any of those European airlines, and now America, Delta, United, right? They all do business, and then they have nice economy and then economy. It's our appointees should do the nice economy.
What about how are
we going to know where you are getting the? But how do we know?
Debbie, once you are in government and yes, free government and now I could do sika kofa. Umpacho and Kasa, don't put it in anybody's head. Listen, Pacho. Yabano, una oye conductor wa. Pacho.
What's that?
Mi pacho. Say yama directive. We boss ama directive. To me kase wo uska conform with government.
Absolutely.
Wo usika conform with government. And I be president naturally dey obey.
Okay.
What did they make an answer?
Private jet and adeko.
Nato wa ufi and the wa wasem.
It's mpacho what about say wo too kwine. Na kwine na wo too. Ebia wo kotoje problem. Ebia wo sisi problem.
Element to kwine
oh yes.
Save your knee. Because a lot of diplomats in Ghana, right? There are a lot of diplomats in Ghana. A diplomat, the head of every mission in Ghana represents their country's president, right?
Exactly.
Majority of them travel economy.
Yes.
They are not allowed to travel business class.
Exactly.
So if the head of mission of Switzerland, Netherlands, and not the UK, they are traveling on economy, and they remember how much money they pump into. If they are flying economy, who are we mere mortals?
Especially when we don't have the money.
Absolutely.
So now we don't have it.
That we never have it.
You said we've never had it.
Oh, you see, who say if we share Sena ya running Ghana no, maybe I my 5-year-old can run Ghana. Oh no, I'm telling you. Because what we have done is to
Are you
borrow.
being sarcastic?
No, I'm being actualistic. Because what we have done is to borrow and spend.
What's actualistic?
The opposite of
Actualistic.
Yes.
I support you.
What do you mean?
You know, so we cannot be borrowing and spending, when there's no, we don't put in work. Empress, and then we could issue me borrow no magic. Spending anyhow, you understand? We need to put in the work, be able to. We have a lot here. The only natural resource leaders, especially the past one, they have a sense. What you say, your BBI or gold, your magnesium or diamonds. You know all the natural resources. I drink, in Nipan drink. into your nyoma by a say no.
Yes.
So this is the time put it nyoma together, and I'm sure say you see what we've seen in the past 8 years, we don't even want to see it for 3 weeks. So say Mrs. Takai say all these other diplomatic heads embassies bosses no more fly economy. You know what are we going to, we're going to fly what business or first class to go and borrow money? Does it make sense to you?
To attend meetings that are really not necessary. Exactly. Sometimes they could do virtual. Exactly.
You see, I don't know if you are following what Trump is doing in America. Yes. You understand? And he's determined. And for me who say His Excellency John Dramani similar Nyoma, we should have that leader who have the courage
at a calmer level.
Yes. You know, to have the courage to be able to say no matter what you do, this is what is good for us. Because and then your friend is saying Trump on the way this guy or the genius Elon Musk. Yes. Or can be a call masumpa who share judges I think let me use the judges because not I don't know okay. To say judge I appointing Mrs. here years so wo ba aban so wo president ko want to win best sano yes ni we are on to me call this petition be na bibi but when the juma pepe I want to win sakino but you campaigning you campaigned on a promise now wo ba aban mu no promise now also be no court need fight it promise no and yes you know say it is good for the people. So sometimes will they align with you so that you do what is best for the majority because they are not the majority. I'm vote here, but they are not the majority. So it made a lot of sense. So we should be looking in that direction, commending His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for doing what he's doing. What he has here again. And we need to see there's something called full disclosure. We need to see everything. Into Omo 6 months to say Mrs. Takan say 100,000 Ghana Omo Mayeng he break down. Yes, yes, we deserve it.
Accountability.
Yes,
that's what accountability is.
What's every year be Omo
why not just ask Omo Kojino and Omo wasting wine? Yeah, you know, and for me I'm excited because you see from now to whatever time the average Ghanaian
the system is working.
No, yeah, you know, thanks to MPP for all the mess they caused. Yes, I'm telling you. Kasa anyhow. Mr. Bejinawa, you know, no, they will say you can't say, and then me for Uber. Me for Uber, me almost see, me bully me was show way so too much. Hey, me boom, because I find I'm for advert.
You're the chief bully.
Thank you.
You're the chief bully.
Have you been watching the essay?
No, I watched the show.
The whole show?
Yes, I did.
We've been back
supporting their book and you're bullying and they make sure they me.
I know now starting to bully me.
Breaking down cost now. Because it's company who kubeba kubo from Brazil. Who send buy. See breaking it down. In name said they hire a canopy ukuma. Uba catching is a canopy back with $100. I even who's in here. Yes, you did approve. I support the fact say you change. Tiani you did. I hear he talk kubeba akuperi. Akube 7 cities where Abu and Hayasi.
Yes, as soon as 2023 we are Independence Day. Say no see 15,000.
Right
to information.
But even the 15 million, we were never told what the 15 million was used for.
It would have cost less if they did it in Accra. No.
I beg to differ.
It wouldn't have.
I beg to differ.
There's no data to support that.
I beg to differ on that. But she's right when she says that. In Jamaica, we can't say that 15 million was wasted because we don't know what that 15 million was used for. But what we should have done, and also no government in this world is happy to render accounts. But that is why you need a strong media to hold the government to account. Yes. But if the media is always overly excited that the president is speaking, the president has said it, like the press release that came, signed by Felix, a very beautiful press release, and everyone was excited about it. But the real questions were not asked. How much are we saving as opposed to previous years? We don't know that. But that is where accountability starts from. So what you say? We need to know, oh, indeed, they really cut costs, they really saved our country, and this is where the money is going. 15 million cedis is a whopping amount of money to spend on.
But I think say who one of my names some road can go.
The 15 million cannot be, the road cannot be. The 15 million.
Road.
Yeah,
but it's a part of the 15 million. That's why we need to know the cost centers. But that's somebody's agenda.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But that's the agenda. If the agenda is to spread the celebration, so that, like you said, the local economy is boosted.
So let me just do some small math, right? When you're taking logistics, you know, from Accra just to Kaswa, it will cost you more than you are putting it up here in Accra.
Absolutely.
But then also bear in mind that those regions have also got the logistics at a cheaper rate.
Yeah, because if you're hiring chairs,
you get a chairs.
But if you look at the magnitude of no, it's not an assumption. I know the people behind. I know the people behind the organization of the thing.
Which people?
Oh, I don't have to mention.
Why not? You need to be sincere.
I'm telling you the truth.
So who was behind it?
No, I can't put it out.
You can.
I can't put it out because we are talking about cost.
But it's public information, right?
So find it.
No, but you are.
No, I'm not a journalist.
So
I don't want to back anything.
Chief bully of United Show. Chief bully of United Show. It is not enough to conjecture on a show. And hide behind, I am not a journalist. If you are not a journalist, then pack up and leave. And don't talk.
No, you're asking questions.
But if you're, because you suggested
we are not
that
in Parliament.
We are not in Parliament.
Yes, we are not the accounts committee. So I cannot give you.
So you're conjecturing.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
Put it in that context. If it suits your purpose.
Because we need to know. Say indeed, and again, was it necessary to take chairs from Accra to Volta region?
Your former president was carrying chairs everywhere he was going.
What do you mean my former? It is our former president.
He has never been my president. And he will never be my president. He has never, I didn't vote for him. I didn't have a president for the last 8 years.
You didn't have to vote for him.
So it's not mine. It's yours, it's not mine. The last
it's a say so much pass Titi Mofrano or Adeni Empire Fufu bin show. Maybe with me I know a beer history day. It's a say man and crabby JJ and Yenchro ya titism. Yenchro more
Machina, you know when you time Swani and a pentamicojina a stadium do also as one match with them match.
Man, Bakwami na ye rehearsa akono obi e try rehearsa na senam so me kra me
but that feeling na like youth no and kolani nya on say bedroom school na fe do time baby e besua dey say kwakomachi no me his the way I make come better okay
yeah audition do time say besua dey I was okay then
oyen do besua dey it was that time no so imagine no say no me person am get stress I very careful sometimes put me here dictation now, no I confusing to say, Omunyaka so mama come at assembly please. Like we be sa feeling no, I say ujina ho ebu ane mama quite so proud so we say the banner cry ejine mo or match.
You see, we cannot continue to spend money on feeling. Say any kasam ne pedia you betimi an kwa professor say we feeling now we can na say
yesu adisuwom yesu
ho asem
no yesu adisuwom
anamusu ade wom me mensia hwe wom etino me hu ni say enye ade ba ko yetimi nye ne the same way for over 60 years ye gusi in the same way do maybe or see a pet in society kakra yes system. So I think that this is one of the ways on system. However, I think that we should have another way about young ones and students, you know, especially if you screen or cadet. They do this period and a cadet for no so we should look for other alternatives a bit more active now I'm almost encouragement because most of the people are more core cadets and more people call military police.
Okay.
Yeah, Honda is a chassis free. And on that day, no, before that day, no, Anna a boy my patriotic songs so be because so we should look for other ways of having this thing being done rather than see a train in a kugu na ye baby generous near spend sika baby. Unfortunately, need the luxury of you know, too much money to waste at this time. It's, you know, for me, I accept and I'm proud so mine is but yes, I'm fun to it. Say I think that Nanadu Abano, they were also looking for ways of cutting down cost too. It's in a more original rotation. No more per kwanya befaso as a kind of door. So one day penny yes say a core organization logistics personnel and some crown bomb you Ombanomusu, police for soldier for military for most of the two. Amutu amu plane di na wiemu woni nyina beto fu
na me bo voter regime there year 2023 is spending 15 million
wa hwe e betimi school dan 15 million betimi school dan
nti na ye twitwa so
eti ye twitwa so.
I observed how during the time no they tell the story of how womo ede womo ho from say ede womo free Africa ebedru no ho asa time ayeton womo and who amamre I say so more observe maybe I say a cocoa certifier. I'm glad say in the statement now if you are buying hoba you know the 28th February a very significant day and sa event you know are buying approve because of course no na a can jagu mu say na immediately no na Ghana be here fa hodi e de fin kwaso and I will be surprised say Ghana for nyina any name the story. How do we even tell our story? We've been celebrating our independence every year, but how do we tell the story to the generation? How many of us know say soldier for me and son cry you they were on a peaceful mission or my executive or my juma during the war or my baby pleaded for nyame so about mo ho my pampaso and at the time no ye bo mutu ekun momo ya na ma ekoba asafi o man be protested from all sectors until then actually say immediately at once we be say immediately at once no a necessity say Ghana ejifa ho this South Africa betimi ahwe Africa so now we all know how Ghana ya go through hardship for some time we share inflation the cost of living it's very obvious say to Abano share the rate at which Ghana for the enibre to Aba it means that and of course nasi nenyoma you need us that means that Ghanaians see that we have a very big problem and Sejon Mahama Eba and Asawaba as the president his excellency now there is a task that he has to perform over Juma Kesie enti obaye enche aswen in 7 January we an appointment no mni ade now wo matene chire wa bedi o man so pen ena wakotena se ena wasan aba after years now oba you know one kasa assess economy no wo e kan kwa o man no ede at the moment the finance ministry any aban no together no pleading with international amanya ye dede wo mo kai me China for ni ade a wo mo no e hwe say for the next up to 5 years or so no kanu kra se the situation na yentimi ntua entinti ase anya adwuma e kire se yentimi nkoso a enye neama e ma ne dead te se Ghana ye wosika ye nisika